website requesting for reliefs, which claimed over 250 lives, shattered families, hopes, dreams, and villages. So, very sadly, the rehabilitation activities at the landslide affected Mundakai and Churalmara areas of Wayanad are moving at a very snail pace, leaving the people in distress. Neither the central government nor the state government is expediting or making moves for the rehabilitation activities in Wayanad. A disaster of such high magnitude, where Prime Minister of India itself visited and witnessed and saw, and where all the political parties leaders have all seen the devastation. Still, it took 5 months, 5 long months, for the central government to even declare Wayanad tragedy as a disaster of severe nature. Normally, it doesn't happen, and it shouldn't happen. That too, from a government which declared demonetization overnight, from a government which declared national lockdown overnight. Now, after declaring the severe nature, what did the central government do? Central government, instead of declaring a rehabilitation package, which was the demand made by Kerala, the central government sanctioned a loan, sir, a loan to the affected place, a loan of 529.50 crore as 16 projects of rehabilitation with 2 stringent conditions, very strange, 2 stringent conditions. On Feb 14, 2024, the central government says the fund should be utilized by March 31st, 2025. Imagine the arbitrariness of the central government's decision. And the second condition, after 50 years, this loan should be repaid. So, when the demand by Kerala was for a special package of 2,000 crores, when the central government has a constitutional liability to sanction, and which is done in multiple times to other states, when such a magnitude disaster has happened, instead of declaring a financial package or a grant, the government announces this loan. And sir, I wish to ask the Union Home Minister, this is equivalent to mocking people of Wayanad and Kerala. I am asking, very respectfully asking the Union Home Minister, is Kerala and Wayanad not part of India? Sir, in different heads, I wish to say the plight of the people of Wayanad. If you look at the housing, the central government has not provided the assistance, and the state government till today, after 8 months has happened, not even started the housing, and the people are still living in rented houses, and houses are not being paid. Sir, second, now under the health front, what about the medical expenses? Medical expenses who are still under treatment, sir. It's not the case like everybody who are affected by the Wayanad are now happy and fine. They are all under treatment, spinal injury, veins. Both central government and state government has miserably failed, and only 5 lakhs is allotted for disaster victims when the PM's PR run to crores, and also the state government's Kribe Sharatlal saving of their murderers run to crores. Nothing set apart for the health. So, students' future, sir. Students' future. Around 200 students are studying elsewhere, sir. Outside and inside the country. Their fathers, their parents and grandfathers, they have no one to take care. But the center and state government is not doing nothing for the children. But I'm proudly saying my party, Indian National Congress, under the leadership of Rahul Gandhiji and Priyanka Gandhiji and the local MLA, Chief Siddiq and all there, is arranging for the studies in support of Malabar Charity, taking care of those 200 students, which would not have happened, sir. Without Congress party, the future of that 200 students would be in Arabian Sea. Sir, now I am not yielding, sir. I am not yielding.
Point of order.
No point of order.
No point of order.
No point of order. Sir, my time is going. So now I want to move on to the livelihood factor. Livelihood factors are 88 shops. Nothing is done by the central and the state government, and also no compensation paid. Agricultural land, nothing. That area should be taken because it's like a no-go zone area. That should be taken over by the government. But are they doing it? They are not doing it.
Point of order.
No, sir. No point of order.
No, this chair will decide, not you. Chair will decide.
Sir, loans. Sir, regarding loans.
Yes, tell me your point of order. It's not going on.
Sir, loans. Sir, you have to give me that.
Which role?
240.
Yes.
Sir, irrelevance.
No point of order. Please speak. Give me Martha. Please.
Sir, you should give me time.
Yes.
Sir, my time.
Hardly 20 seconds. I will give you 20
Sir, you
seconds.
should give me the 1 minute, sir.
20 seconds.
Sir,
Even not 20 seconds. I will give you.
Regarding loans, sir, the people who are affected by such a magnitude, the nationalized banks, they are still keeping quiet. As per the existing law, they have to give loan waiver, which they are not doing, sir. They are not doing, and the people, one after the other, they are under trouble, sir. Now, after saying, I urge the central government, please don't treat Wayanad and Kerala as not part of India and give whatever is due to Kerala and Wayanad. Sir, now moving on to the amendment bill, sir. So what is this? In this clause 6, it speaks about the National Crisis Management Committee, sir. Who are the members? Members are, we don't know. There is no mention whether it will be members, ecologists or climate scientists, environmentalists or experts from this field. Absolutely no specifics. Now, given the practice generally followed by the central government for past many years, let us not be surprised if the members of the National Crisis Management Committee is decided from Nagpur, or what the universities have become or the UGCs have become are all glaring examples. So about the powers, every power is being concentrated in the hands of centre, sir. Now regarding my second point, sir, but this bill is silent on livelihood. Definition clause, sir. It doesn't say, it says about reconstruction, recovery, rehabilitation, resilience. But it doesn't say about livelihood. So we have the example of Wayanad in front of us. If livelihood is lost, what will they do? The bill should specify, sir. Now I move on to the next factor, section 12 and 13. So section 12 and 13 of the Act, which is very, very crucial, that is being omitted. Why, sir? Why it is omitted? I again want to quote the Wayanad example. As per the existing section 13, it empowers National Disaster Management Authority in case of disasters of severe nature to recommend repayment of loans, relief. New loans can also be given in concessional rate. Now what has happened so much in the country that this section has to be deleted and omitted? Is it only because you don't want to give that privilege to the poor people of Wayanad? Why is this being omitted? I ask. Sir, now I move on to the next clause number 23. Urban Disaster Management Authority for state capital and all cities having municipal corporations, sir. The new law bill says the urban authority shall consist of municipal commissioner, chairperson ex officio, and district collector of the district concerned. So how does this work? I am a 3-term municipal councillor, sir. I have witnessed in front of my eyes the floods of 2019. Now, if as per the new law, the district collector will be the vice chairperson and the municipal commissioner will be the chairperson. District collector, so many municipalities, corporations comes under that. How the minister will have to, I request for clarification, sir. When this is the case, when Wayanad is reeling under such thing, when amendments are being brought, I am trying to draw a parallel with the Wayanad situation and the amendment it brings to place.
Please.
So I wish to conclude. by saying that it is all right to bring in reforms. But reforms should be for the good of the people, for the interest of the people. But this reform is not for the interest of the people. It is only for concentration of more power in the hands of the center. And this is again an opportunity lost to bring in true reforms. Thank you.
माननीय श्री मस्तान राव विडा Dr. A.M. Thambedurrai. Please, Dr. Thambedurrai, wait for me. Yes. Tell me the rule. Tell me the rule.
238, sir. 238. Sir, my honorable colleague,
Tell me which clause.
Sir, member while speaking shall not